Hello and welcome to my video about my founder story, the reason behind what I do, and why I built Aton, and what the kind of goal behind it, and how kind of everything started essentially. So there's a couple things I want to go over. I want to go over like the spark of why I started what I do, how we got to some of the contracts that we're doing, some of the projects we built, like pretty much like the whole version of me and the reasoning behind why I decided to go ahead and build this AI development company, the reason behind it, and how I am essentially trying to, change the world with AI, I suppose, and essentially how I just want to build something that's almost kind of like bigger than me, and how I want to help as many people as possible, and the whole kind of rationale and goal behind it, Sit back, enjoy, and hear my unedited, raw version of my founder story. Starting off, if you told me literally about 7.5 years ago that I would be building my own or running my own AI development company with multiple staff, working on projects all over the world, traveling the world, meeting so many amazing world leaders and people, I would have told you never, like not a chance. Stop dreaming and go back to reality. The harsh truth of it is that I always had kind of like I would say a knack, but I always had an interest in business and computers. So I thought that the best of both worlds would be to go into a degree that kind of has both of those elements. So I chose computer science and business, or better known as BIS, where I learned both like coding, computer science, computer architecture, entrepreneurship, accounting, economics, all that stuff as well. And that kind of had a nice amalgamation of what I want to do, well, at least at an educational level, what I wanted to do when I kind of finished college. Now, this was an amazing degree. It was really fun, had a lot of fun during it. COVID hit halfway through, but it is what it is, and it was just a great experience. I had a lot of fun, met a lot of cool people, and that's where I kind of got my first in real educational space, and I really enjoyed it. My second year, when I was about 19, I got into I got an internship in a corporate company, amazing company by the way, and I've been working with them ever since throughout my other two degrees, so 3 in total, and it's been great. Like, they're an amazing company, learned a lot from them as well. And what I wanted to do essentially is give you guys a better understanding of what I kind of came from, I suppose, and where my interest in building this company came from as well. So that's kind of like the background. It started out when I was in my first degree, but then with my BS, where I kind of realized that computer science is not just about coding, but you could actually get like business value from it. Prior to this, throughout this degree as well, I tried multiple different type of entrepreneurship stuff. I tried drop shipping, I tried e-commerce, I tried crypto, I tried stocks, I tried meme coins, I tried everything pretty much. I also started a video agency. Never got the hang of it, never liked it too much for me to stay, and then I kind of started just bouncing around places, just finishing off my degrees and whatever. Nothing really came out of it. And then fast forward a couple of years, I'm ready, like 2 or 3 years in my degree. I finished my first degree, I finished my second degree, which is computer science and software engineering and database technologies. And what happened there was that it was a master's degree at the start, but they discontinued the second year of it, so they just gave us a diploma for completing the first year. So I got another level 8 for 2 degrees, and I started my third one, which is a master's in artificial intelligence. Now, I was always amazed about AI, not just because when it came around and got very popular around 2023, 2022, but I was always interested in it beforehand as well. I liked data, I liked how you can create cool things with it. I thought it was just an amazing tool, amazing kind of concept in computer science. And when I started my master's degree, the goal of it was just to learn more about it, and then maybe take it where I learned into my day job and kind of progress that way. But the problem with that is I always really wanted to work on something bigger than myself, or bigger than just like a corporate job, no, bigger than myself. And I loved my day job. It was a great job, but I wanted to try and go on and build something myself, So then when ChatGPT first came out around November in 2022, I think it was in November around, I saw that, okay, this is my chance. This is the gap that I was looking for between computer science and like data and all that stuff. That's where I see my kind of like the gap. Okay, this is my chance to go from like computer science and building like tech stuff to helping real businesses. And that was like the bridge, because AI was just kind of popping off. I was able to get the real value from it. And I was like, okay, this is where I can come in and help in. So fast forward, one of my good friends brought me to my first kind of networking / entrepreneurship event, the Young Irish Entrepreneurship event based in Galway. It was the first time I went into. It's ran by my now good friend Gavin. absolute G, so shout out to him. It was a great event. I kind of started seeing, okay, how businesses are working, where they're kind of lacking. And prior to this, I already had a bit of an AI experience and software development and consulting experience from my last 2 degrees and working as a kind of like a consultant for last, at the time, it would have been 3.5 years, maybe 4, can't remember exactly. And I started kind of giving people advice, okay, I started talking to people there. I was like, okay, they run an e-commerce company or they run some sort of market shop place, so whatever. And I was like, okay, this is how you could implement AI into your business. And this was like very new. This was like 2022. Like people just about started hearing about ChatGPT, and people was like, okay, this sounds interesting. I'd love to have a chat. Ended up having like getting into the group chat, got added to the group chat. And after a while, I just like started. I gave a lot of advice for free. And I think, by the way, if you are starting like a business or whatever this case is, always give out advice for free. They'll always kind of help you out. That's when I kind of started dropping a little bit of YouTube videos as well, or try to drop them. And that's where things kind of started happening, you know. I started dropping YouTube videos a year later. But the point is that I went to this event, I started meeting a lot of people, I started talking to a lot of people, and what ended up happening is from this event, one of these people reached out to me and said, oh hey, I'd love to take you on as a project or help me build this out, whatever. Prior to this, I was building everything out by myself, so it wasn't the funnest thing in the world, but it was like, prior to this, I was building everything out myself and not getting paid for it, just messing around for what can be done for myself. And then I was like, okay, I can go help a real person out and get paid for it as well. Granted, it wasn't a big project. I think it was only about, I think, €1,000 at the time or something like that. They helped build kind of my first AI based feature for someone, and the feature was a geolocation app or geolocation feature, and it was quite great. It worked quite well. I was happy with it. It was fun. Then I kind of started exploring more, going out to more events, meeting more people. Ended up reaching out to all my professors, because prior to this I was a class rep for 2 years for my other 2 degrees, or no, not for 5 years for my other 2 degrees. And I was a little bit of a nerd, but it is what it is. And I started reaching out to professors, and I was like, okay, mind if we can arrange something? And I got invited to give a couple of guest lectures on my business at the time, and kind of started working with the university for a little bit. And it was great, like great experience. I remember giving my first lecture, I was a little bit nervous, but it's nice. I was able to kind of gauge a lot of people's interest, and it was really fun. So fast forward then, we made a little bit of money between like our first 6 months in business. A lot of problems, but we made a bit of money, and I reinvested everything back into the business. So I traveled to Silicon Valley. I met with some of the biggest industry leaders. I met with Google Cloud directors, JP Morgan directors, vice presidents. I met with some of the biggest industry leaders there. I had coffees and teas with them. They kind of gave me advice on where things are heading from a big corporational standpoint. Then I remember I flew to Singapore as well, meeting to see how the tech hub over there is progressing when it comes to AI. The goal here was to go to these like kind of tech hotspots and bring what I learned into Galway, into Ireland, and incorporate it in my business, and then be able to help as much as people as possible with the stuff that I've learned in those areas, in my degrees, and in my kind of expertise in helping other people out, and bringing that all together to build something massive company. This is the company that we're building now, which was absolutely insane. It paid off really well. I loved it. It was a great experience meeting all these cool people, all these industry and world leaders, and just seeing how tech is progressing, especially in AI, and where things are kind of shaping up and going. But going back a little bit at the event that I just described again, and this is where I kind of found the gap in the market, is that a lot of businesses were hyper aware that they need AI, but they just weren't sure how to implement it correctly, and what I wanted to be that gap, where the bridge between people not being able to understand AI and being able to fully implement it and get the benefits of it, and make benefits of AI fully accessible to everybody, and that's what helping them out essentially. I built the first couple of systems myself, and then we started work. I bringing a couple of people in, and we started growing rapidly. So again, traveled all over the place. I loved it. I love helping out people. I was loving the results we were getting for people. It was amazing. One kind of notable one was that a client that we just recently stopped working with. We're still working up with them, but like the project finished a couple of weeks ago. Was this massive company in South Africa, and they have like a massive social media following, and they were getting like bombarded with messages 24/7, and we built them like an AI agent that can fully streamline everything, prioritize their messages, reply to people, get order queries, everything through like social media and Instagram and Facebook, and it worked out so well. Like that's just one example. We have a couple more. If you want to go check out my website, there's plenty of examples there. But it's just nice to see that some of the impact you might have once you kind of start getting a hang of like helping people, getting the hang of understanding what people want and how to help them out when they want. We have like a massive process that we go through when it comes to like building our systems, we go to like our mechanisms to like achieve the goal. So you have like an AI audit, we have a roadmap, we have an efficiency discovery call, we have everything that we do start to finish to essentially ensure that before we begin building, we know the value of what we're building, you know. So we don't want to just build a flashy AI system that doesn't work or is completely unnecessary. We want to build something that provides real results for people and is at a high standard, at a high level, and that's how you get people to kind of come back to you. So like, I've done no marketing for our business whatsoever. YouTube is like the only semi-marketing we've done, and that's even marketing. It's just me kind of just helping out people again. Like we didn't run ads, we didn't run cold email, we didn't do nothing yet. People just kind of be coming to us for referrals based on the standard of quality, that service and development that we provide, or me and my team provide. And it's just been a mad journey. Like, we're starting off in my room helping out people, trying to message everybody. Remember when I got added to that Young Irish Entrepreneurship group chat? When I first got added to the Young Irish Entrepreneurship group chat, I'm sorry, Gavin. I think I messaged everybody in that group. There's almost 500 people individually, like 3 or 4 times. So I sent out like 1,500 messages before I even got my first set of interested people. And that's just kind of like how it is. Like, that is the game. You have to start somewhere. And it's just crazy to see now that, okay, around 2 years ago when I first started this, how far we've come so far. Now that we've traveled all over the world, we have clients based from Silicon Valley, Singapore, South Africa, England, all over the world. We have clients now, and it's just crazy to see that it all kind of started with one vision to help as many people as possible, and it turned into something bigger than what I am right now. And trust me, we're only getting started. Like, I'm gonna try and help people out. I want to build maybe like a small community if possible. If people are interested, let me know. I haven't thought about it yet. I've thought about it a little bit, but I haven't entertained the idea yet. But if you do want one, just let me know in the comment, and I'll have a think about it. But that's just kind of how it is. Like, it's like you start with something, you help as many people as possible, you put yourself out there, and then you start to slowly see the results or the fruits of your labor kind of come to life. And it's kind of rewarding, and it's really fun to see like how you're progressing, how you progress as a person, how you mature, how your goals change, how your morals, all that stuff as well. You need to be like orientated, you know. So I know it's kind of going off topic, but that is how the reason why behind I started this company is because you want to help as many people as possible. And you may not see any results for the first 6, 7 months, 12, maybe even 16 months, but then things start to compound, you know. People start to recognize you, and you start to like get a little bit more traction. So that's how it is, you know. I'm just trying to build like another like AI agency or AI automation thing. I want to build a real business AI development company. I want to help out a lot of people. I want to build transformations. I want Aton to become like the hub when it comes to AI information and development. I don't want it to just be something small, like an agency. I want to help a lot of people. I want to consult as many people. I want to change as many people's lives with this. And I believe we're doing it in a good way. I believe we're heading that way. And that's where, and not just build like another agency, but like a proper, genuinely legacy company. And that's where we're heading right now. We're on the right path now. Couldn't be prouder of the team that we have, the stuff that we've done, the results that we've gotten. But I just want you guys to understand that like the future belongs to the people that build, and the goal is to build for a long time. Okay, not just something quick and go, but something genuinely real. And I hope that even some of my videos here, but some of the ones I have, you can have a look at, I hope they even helped you a little bit. And that is the goal. So if you're wondering on how to start an AI agency or how to start a business in general, there is no kind of playbook, there is no direct roadmap. The best one that I've seen roadmap was from my friend's Liam's. His one is quite good. His accelerator program, I went through it, it's great. That's the closest thing I've already found to a roadmap, but it's like you just have to start. And there's no point in you perfecting. There's only so much learning you can do, so much degrees that you can do, so much stuff, YouTube videos you can watch. The only thing that will actually get you better is by starting to build your first automation, build your first NAN workflow, build your first Zapier connection. But just start building, okay? I have a good few YouTube videos out here already. There's countless of tutorials. Like, again, I'll link some of Liam's stuff down. You can have a chat, look at his stuff. It's been great. Like, it's just start. There's loads of material out there, but don't be stuck in the loop of just watching and not doing anything about it. Start building, start exploring, and you'll succeed, you know. And just remember that businesses are not supposed to be chaotic, even though they are 24/7 for me. Build systems around it. AI will help you build those systems. People will help you build the systems. Just get going and you will be sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this kind of helped you out. I hope you got a better understanding of the purpose and the mission and the reason behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. Hope it kind of gave you an understanding of how things started. And I hope that you took something from this video. If you did, just let me know in the comments if you liked it. This is just one chapter out of the many that we're going to build. So I hope to catch you in the next video. See ya. Bye.